Hello and Julie to everyone. So after a long time, I thought to make a video um, to share my words, the words that is stored in my heart for a long period of time. So I have lost my teacher in the last month, in the month of March. Um, so uh, so that hit me a lot, and yeah, as you all know, sir was suffering from CA, and as you know, we were like hopeful because sir was undergoing a treatment, but then somehow um, the doctor couldn't save him. So it was a very emotional time, a painful time for all of us. The students of my sir, Professor Lab, Baidyanath Lab sir, is a renowned professor of Pali and Buddhist studies. And before becoming the Vice Chancellor of Navnalanda Mahavihar in the year 2018, Sir was professor in the Department of Buddhist Studies, University of Jammu, and there also there I got admission in the year 2012 for doing MA in Buddhist studies. I opted for Buddhist studies, so I got the chance to do master under Lapsar, and there were other two faculties, Professor Rakesh Kumar Mishra from Banaras Hindu University, uh, who was a great philosopher again of the Indian philosophy. So he was passed away during the time of COVID. And there was another teacher, Professor Ram Nandan Singh. He was the he is the professor of history of Buddhism. So there were only three faculty members, and we used to go to our um, class every day, and there I got in encounter with Professor Lab, and he was a very sir was very a decent and a very kind human being, though he looked very strict, but deep down he took care of each and every one of us, whether it was student of first semester or student of third semester, whether it was student coming from India or different parts of India or abroad. So he treated everyone with kindness, and he offer generously, I mean, tea and snacks to everyone. At the time I was just trying to find out answer or solution to the problem that I was going through in life, like the similar problem that we all goes through when we were in pursuing MA or BA or ME, like career issue, family issue. Then there are higher questions that we try to seek. So when I met with all these three teachers, after finishing my college from Jammu, Gandhinagar College, uh, I felt like they have answer to my question. And when I was doing graduation, it was in the stream of science, so I was occupied with plants and animals, trying to figure out their respiratory system, then digestive, and then the pollination in plants and other thing, dissecting and everything. So it was a different thing, but I just tried to wanted to find out what is happening in the human mind, why we feel pain, why we feel suffering, a lot of things. So at the time, Professor Rakesh Mishra from BHU, uh, who was serving in the art department, he told me to pursue PhD in Buddhism. He told me that you have a lot of queries, better you can pursue PhD. If you pursue PhD, you will get all the answer about mind, consciousness, and things like that. So then I thought to pursue PhD after completing my master. So in between, I also applied for UGC NET. So I cleared it during my master studies only. And after that also I again applied just to make it sure it happened because of my knowledge, not because of tukka. So then I cleared again, and then at the time after clearing my master degree, I was already at home in Ladakh, because I don't know, I do not have that much of higher goal at the time. I just wanted to go back to Ladakh and serve my parents because they are doing a lot for me. But then my NET exam was clear, and my friend again called me to pursue PhD. And there one of my friend who was also from SC category, Shashikant. He was my one of my best friends, so he called me to pursue PhD. So then we both decided to pursue PhD under Professor Lab, and it was just directly after completing my MA that I got admission in PhD. And we have clear coursework, and thereafter like these things happened, and I opted for applied for Rajiv Gandhi National Fellowship for ST category. So I also got the Rajiv Gandhi National Fellowship, which is equal to JRF. So like that my study continued under Professor Love, and sir was very kind and he treated everyone equally. And yeah, but there's a difference in sir's way of teaching and his approach method. He was very strict, and sometimes he scolded us. Even if there is a slight grammar mistake, he would like scold us and try to correct us. Unlike other teacher, they do not do this much, because I don't know why, but many people then started saying the Professor Lab is very strict, but after sometime they realize that he is the best teacher, because he is the one who correct us, our grammar, our the conceptual knowledge, as well as so many things. So that is why sir was a person who was liked by everyone, and I was truly lucky to have him as my guide or supervisor. And in Jammu University, we have a very good memory. Usually we didn't get much time. We have to wait all throughout the day just to get 5 to 10 minutes of sir, because sir was all occupied during the daytime. Sometimes he was busy with class, sometimes he was busy with other visitors like that from foreign countries as well. So me along with my colleague, we wait in our library or in our research room. We get to meet sir for 5 to 10 minutes, but within 5 to 10 minutes, if sir check out one para, then if it is going correct conceptually, then that's okay, or grammatically. But if he finds slight mistake there, then we have no further chance of going forward. So like that, yeah, he correct us and then send us back to correct the sentence or whatever grammar, and then come next day. So like that, he taught us a lot. And in between, he also tell us to make a tea. Tea is something which sir generously offer to everyone, and we had a very sweet moment at the time in sir department. It was small department, but then it was like a home for us, where we seek wisdom. And sir was full of wisdom of Indian history, Indian philosophy and Pali language. So that uh, inspired me a lot because I was thirsty of knowledge and wisdom, especially Indian philosophy and Buddhist philosophy. So somehow there was this teacher and student relationship, and it was very pure, born out of. And especially since coming from the region of Ladakh, sir specially took care of me, and I met with sir, and he taught me a lot, especially Pali. Little bit Pali that I know today or understand today, it is all because of him. And the concept, like you know, the Four Truth, the Eightfold Path, then the 37 Bodhipaksha Dhamma, the Paramitas, and all the basic philosophical thing, sir has made me understand. And in research, he helped me a lot. And coming from Ladakh region, I was special for sir, and also sir was special for me. So we had a very good connection. And after, so like that, I have completed my PhD. His guidance towards me was like very like priceless, that I cannot put in words. And after my completion of PhD, I just said, sir, I have packed all my books. Some of the books I have gave to second hand, and some I have parcel to Ladakh. And I was ready to go back to Ladakh, but then again there was this advertisement came from Navanalanda Mahavihar. At the time, sir has already become the vice chancellor of Navanalanda Mahavihar. I've never heard the name of Navanalanda Mahavihar, but then sir told me that it is a university, a deemed university, just near the Nalanda ruin. So before his appointment as a vice chancellor, so then I thought, yeah, it must be a university, because I've never heard of that university. When this advertisement was there, then I asked sir whether I can apply in this or not, because I was also now at the I've already submitted my PhD thesis, and I'm no more receiving scholarship. So then sir said, "Ki you can apply, why not?" So then I asked my colleague to, what you will do. I'm to going to apply for this. If you all are interested, you can also apply, because sir has told us for all of us to apply. But none of my colleagues were ready to apply, because thinking that it was in the state of Bihar, and especially for female, it was not safe and like that. But for me, being a Buddhist, I just wanted to see the Nalanda ruins, so I just applied just like that, and I got selected. And after serving as a guest lecturer here in for 1 year, uh, for 25,000 at the time. Today all the guest lecturer are receiving 50,000. So when I joined here as a guest lecturer, I just work for 25,000 rupees per month, and per lecture, yeah, they count. But then we are 12 to I think 13 guest lecturer. All of us have requested sir to increase the salary, because some of the universities like University of Allahabad and other, some in one university in the northeast also have increased the salary of guest lecturer from 25,000 to 50,000. So then there's one finance officer who was very kind. So along with sir, and along we went to the office of Professor Lab sir, and sir humbly accepted it and advised us to bring the data which university have approve and applied this kind of increment. So we will take the reference of such university, and thereafter we will approve. So we have provide the references, and thereafter our salary was increased from 25,000 to 50,000. So in two slot, from Feb to April, and from October to November, I think I have worked there as a guest lecturer. And thereafter in the 2020, new recruitment has by permanent was released, declared. So I have applied in that, and like that I got a permanent post here in the Department of Buddhist Studies. So yeah, then now at the time, sir was not my teacher only. Sir has become a very high or big authority here. and I was also no more student there, because I've also got the responsibility here. So the dynamic from the teacher and student has completely shifted here when I joined here as an assistant professor, especially with the becoming of permanent assistant professor. uh, then things started changing, because I was expecting, because of my lack of knowledge, I was expecting or seeing sir as my own teacher, when in reality now he was, even though he's my teacher, he was my teacher, but then he has certain kind of obligation because of holding such a high position. And I was in between on the ground, seeing the core raw reality, and I don't know how to carry myself. So there's, in this dynamic, I fail to create balance, because I'm someone who, when I saw the see the truth, I just cannot bear it. Matlab, it's like, uh, like for example, if we want to improve certain quality of education as well as infrastructure, being a responsible citizen, we just have to convey this to our higher authority. So that is what I was doing as a warden. But on the other hand, sir has got many responsibilities of not only Navnaranda Mahavihar but CIBS also in Ladakh, which was also undergoing through a lot of difficulties at the time. Our students were suffering because of the certificates and not qualified certificate, things like that. So sir has got that responsibilities in between. Our university was a bit neglected, and during that time also the COVID happened, so a lot of things, people expectation here were more. And just like Central Institute of Buddhist Studies, which was connected to the entire Ladakh emotionally, because of the Venerable Kushok Bakula Rinpoche, same here also Navnalanda Mahavihar was connected to the local stakeholders of Nalanda because of Venerable Bhikshu Jagdish Kashyap. So any decision we take here, it has to be taken care of uh, by considering not only the institution, faculty member of institution, but from all the stakeholders of nearby village. So it was very difficult thing for them. So initially I didn't understand, because I came from a place where 90% of the people belong to ST. So for me, being in the category of ST was a normal thing, because our prince, our ministers, the royal lineages also come under ST category. But here in UP as well as in Bihar, things were not like that. People here were making me realize that I belong to ST category and things like that. One not student, he was an outsider perhaps, he came to me and directly said, "Ki we are same because we are in the same SC/ST category." Then I said, "Yeah, of course we are, but in Ladakh we do not see ST as the mainstream, because here they have kept, even when I went to one conference in Allahabad, in one of the guest house, I don't know, it was maybe a part of that university, they have separately kept a special chamber or guest house in the name of SC and ST only. And I heard a lot of things from my colleagues and my fellows, but then I didn't realize it until I felt that thing here. So yeah, a lot of things got to learn, but apart my balance, and yeah, some kind of things happen. So ideologically also I differ with my sir, because initially when I was in Jammu, I was like, uh, because I don't carry any ideology, so I was in search of truth, in search of wisdom. So ideology didn't disturb me a lot, because I was on my own. I have no concern with all of this thing, what kind of things sir ideological background coming from. It was me seeking wisdom from him, guiding me, and nothing else. But here, being when you are given some kind of responsibilities, you have to be answerable to the other students and stakeholders, so you have to be vocal here. So this teacher and student relationship, that beautiful relationship that we had in Jammu, was very much shifted here, uh, because I want to stand on my ground, and sir has to, because I have to uh, to vocalize what students and other things are demanding, and as an authority how sir is taking it from me being a vocal. So this dynamic happened, but despite that, I know deep down sir loved me, and I also respect him, because respect was never, you know, minimized. It was the same respect and love still I have for sir. And it was the people there who misinterpret me, because sir, as an authority figure, he was surrounded by some kind of people, selective kind of people, and it is the way they have communicated or interpreted the scenario to sir, because oftentimes I do not get the opportunity to go and talk to sir, and openly we cannot discuss because he is now an authority figure. So such things happen, but despite all of that, I still respect my sir, and because I know what kind of uh, uh, the generosity that he had done to me, and to transform my life. So I'm really, really grateful to him. And after passing away of sir, it was indeed very tragic and unacceptable for me, because I never ever imagined that I would see this kind of day. So it was a big thing for me, even though I was going to university, doing my all of things like taking class, interacting with students, attending meetings and things like that. But deep down there was this slight hitched here, the pain of losing him. And uh, and uh, yeah, he gave me blessing just before few days. He passed away, and after passing away, a lot of people are sending or forwarding WhatsApp messages, writing or obituary messages and things like that. And through that, I've come to know how sir has struggled as an ordinary being who was born in Sitamarhi district of Bihar, and how he had completed his schooling from one of the prestigious school, Netherhard. So then I realized just like me, like I'm coming from a very tribal background, very far off place from Ladakh, uh, and by crossing all the mountains and the difficulties, we have come to Jammu just to seek education, and we had a lot of struggle there. The same thing I realized sir has also did the same thing. And but yeah, sir was best in school, during his school education as well as in higher education. Like, he pursued BF in the history from Ellen Methila University, Darbhanga, and thereafter he had completed his master, MPhil and PhD from University of Delhi, and where he was declared gold medalist in MA. Then MPhil, his topic of MPhil was the Buddha city of the righteousness is depicted in Milan Paya. And the PhD topic was Paya, a philosophical analysis with special reference to Vishuddhimagga. And after completion of his PhD, he was appointed as lecturer in the Department of Buddhist Studies, and he became the University of Jammu, and he became the founding member there. The department, small department that you see today in Jammu University, is the result of my teacher, Professor Labsar, and other also. In the year 1987, they have established. So at the time, I was not even born, and of the people here, I'm okay today, doing well, and because of the kindness and the generosity and the blessing of my teacher. But I will pray that wherever my sir is today, I just wish him to be at peace. And I couldn't do much when he was alive. I couldn't make him proud. Um, but deep down, I know that I have never, disrespected him, or my kindness and my gratefulness has never reduced. It was same just when I was in University of Jammu, and it is still the same, and even more now. But one regret is that I couldn't do much for him to make him proud. Maybe in the near future, I hope I will do so. But I wish for him to be born in to be born again in this human world, to share his knowledge, to share his wisdom. So wherever he is today, I hope he is seeing us, seeing me from somewhere. But wherever you are today, I wish that may you be free from pain and suffering, and may you be at peace. So this is what I thought to share today, because it was in my heart, for a so long time, because I couldn't share much when sir was, you know, sir got retired from here. Like during the farewell, I was not given opportunity, but during his passing away also, because of my emotion, I couldn't say a single word. So that is why it was stored up in my heart. So I just thought to share it today. Yeah, so having a teacher is like having a compass, or the direction. That teacher is there to guide you, to direct you. And I am also a very different kind of person, that my parents knows that I never asked for anything, because during my childhood only I started to learn to take responsibilities. So until and unless I have some kind of like big problem, I never ask my parents. So same thing with my teacher also, that until and unless I have a serious or a big issue, I never go to sir and to ask for his help, because it is my thinking that to like to not to give many problem to sir, because he is already a big person and he has a lot of other obligation and duties. So thinking that I try to do my homework, and whenever I need, when I feel like this is real problem, I need his help, at the time only I call him. So during his last days, when he was in hospital, I again thought ki it is not the proper time when he was going through treatment in the hospital to disturb him, because he might be undergoing through some treatment. So I got 2-3 times to talk to him, uh, and even I got his blessing also. But at the last moment, I was there was a slight regret that I couldn't talk to him. Again, my thinking that it is my thinking that I thought right now sir is undergoing treatment. When he come out of treatment, I will talk when he'll get better, because we were hoping for his full recovery, but then it didn't happen. So yeah, that's the thing, that's the regrettable thing. And passing away of a teacher, I had so many teacher in my school time also. There were many great teacher from Ladakh also. When I was in higher secondary, there were teacher like Sewang Dorje from Alchi, then Madam Yangdol from She, and Tikse, and Madam Diskit from She. So these three teachers have changed my life, my perspective. Even though the physics teacher was from the physics field, but he gave a lot of motivation that inspired me and helped me to come out of my, the perception of ki I do not have money or things like that. And to it pushed me to come to Jammu and when I came to Jammu, it was a big thing for me. Similarly, other teacher also help us a lot. So among all these teachers, sir was the one with whom I get so close, and I've spent so many years, more than 10 years, 10 to 14 years now. So in this 10 to 14 years, I've learned a lot of things from him, and he always gave me a blessing. So uh, so yeah, I just pray for him that today wherever he is, I just wish him to be free from pain and to be in peace in heaven. Yeah, so that's all I want to say. Thank you so much and have a good day.